Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Red Line Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan and MJ Catroll. The champ is in the house. Well, he's in the restaurant, actually.
Yes, we're in the restaurant.
Mr. Callum Simpson, nice to see you this evening, sir.
Good to see you as well, mate. Good to see you. Thanks for coming down to Barnsley.
Oh, it's great here.
Join us in a lovely Italian restaurant.
It's been lovely. Boxer put on a nice evening. Nice to see a few friendly faces and catch up with you on what's going on in your camp, mate.
Yeah, it's been good. I did tell him my last fight not to do a press media conference in a restaurant, but luckily, there was some nice sea bass and veg, which were good, and a few cameos as well.
Well, we all felt a bit guilty, so we had to sort of watch what we were eating as well.
Well, I don't think that, and it stopped everyone getting some garlic breads, did it?
Yeah, well, that wasn't me.
Like your starters night, weren't you?
Oh, mind you, I did have the cheesecake.
Yes. See, yeah, and the ice cream as well.
All right, don't tell everyone. Right, well, listen. Obviously, big night coming up shortly. The one that you dreamed of, filling up Oakwell, and you've got a brilliant fight ahead of you. Ivan Zucco, he's no slouch. 21 fights, 18 KOs. He poses a different challenge for you, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, my first undefeated fight I'm going to be fighting. So it's coming in with 18 knockouts, more knockouts than I've had fights.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of fight that Oakwell deserves, that Barnsley deserves, and the kind of fight that I want. Every fight I want to keep stepping up, and this is the right step up for me, I believe. Yeah. And as well, you think he was made mandatory for Kevin Saggio,
yep,
a few months ago, and then Kevin Saggio vacated, and then they put me as manager challenger as well. So yeah, the two, it's not like either of us have pick and choose who we want to fight, an easy fight. Like the EBUs thought that us two were the rightful people to fight for it and made us both mandatory. So yeah.
Well, I think it's a great matchup actually, and you've proved your worth all the way through so far. I mean, that night in November, I think it was, wasn't it? When you won the British and the European.
It was
August. Blimey, do you know what?
Yeah, August, summer.
They were nice. That long ago?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember that night, even though I don't remember the month. I do remember that night, and it was the coming of age, wasn't it? It was that step up into the big ranks what you really needed to take, and you took it with both hands, didn't you? Yeah,
that's it. My first 12 rounder, for the British Commonwealth, in front of a sold out East Stand 7,000.
Yeah.
And a lot of unanswered questions about me. Well, I knew the answers, but to everyone else, the spectators, to my team, and maybe Boxer as well and Sky, a lot of unanswered questions going into that fight.
Yeah.
I will under the pressure of the 7,000 fans, cheering me on, screaming for me. The 12 rounds, to last the full 12 rounds against a solid British champion in Zach Chelly. And for me there was a lot of boxes ticked, and like a coming out fight for me. And I feel like this one's going to be another breakout fight, another step up. And I think they're going to do the same again.
Well, I was asked this question actually a couple of days ago. I was over in Gibraltar, another show, and someone was talking about yourself, and they asked me the question, do you think we've seen the best of Callum Simpson yet? And I went, I think you'll probably start to see the best of Callum Simpson in this fight, because this is the step up. This fight, if you win emphatically, takes you onto that world title fight very quickly, I would imagine.
Yeah, I believe so, and I agree. I feel like the better boxer I fight, the better I'll perform. I know a lot of people say that, but if you look at Steve Woodall, there were a lot of people that were saying to me, like, why is your management taking this fight for you? Why are Box taking this fight? And look how good in that fight. I boxed great, on the back foot. Well, a bit on the back foot, keeping my range, my distance, and then second round stoppage against someone who come out the back of the massive win that he just had.
Yeah.
Again, so I think they're going to see maybe not the best in this fight, but the best is yet to come, and every camp I keep improving, and what I've been working on already in the past few weeks, the kind of strategy and the game plan almost for Ivan, it's clicked straight away, and it's the first southpaw I'm going to be fighting, but I boxed very well against southpaws, and I'm looking forward to showing that as well.
You nicked me next question, because that was the next question.
Was it?
He's a southpaw at an elite level.
Yep.
How are you going to deal with him?
Yeah, but again, a lot of boxers struggle against southpaws.
Yeah.
From an orthodox stance, struggle against southpaw. Loads struggle. I don't know why, but I've never struggled since I was young. I've always enjoyed sparring southpaws. Yeah. Not easy, but I feel like the body mechanics feel easier. I think the body mechanics against the southpaw feel a bit easier. I'm getting some elite level sparring. I get Lamont Richards, been sparring him for quite a while. I'm sparring him tomorrow morning. We've got Mick Liam on in the gym. There's a light heavyweight, he's a southpaw. Shaquille Thompson as well, the Marie Camp, another very good southpaw.
He's a beast.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got plenty of southpaws, and there's a few lads we've got that can switch as well. So I think for me the main thing in terms of my sparring is getting the good conditioning sparring. So I'm going to mix in both orthodox and southpaw sparring partners in. But yeah, we're doing a lot of drilling, a lot of technical work, and everything just clicks straight away. I'm getting everything that we're wanting to work on, and it's not. Sometimes you do a camp or you watch a certain fighter and what you want to, the moves you want to do against them, or the punch you want to do, or whatever movements it is. It takes a few weeks for you to get the mechanics right, but everything just clicks straight away with this. So I'm looking forward to the camp and looking forward to showing on fight night what we've been working in the gym.
Now I'm going to ask you a question, because a lot of people don't recognise that Mark Hurley, your trainer, he's just a normal Barnsley lad. He's just a lovely fella. He's a bloody genius. Your gym is absolutely flying at the moment. You got Jasmina with a title, Shaquille with a title, you multi-titles. I mean, it's proper. He's a clever man when it comes to boxing.
Yeah, just two things. He's from Batley, not Barnsley.
All right, Batley.
And
sorry.
Secondly, Shaquille's not in our camp, in our gym.
Is he not?
However, there's myself, obviously British Commonwealth,
yeah.
WBO, whatever international titles, very highly ranked at world rankings. Yasmina just won the European title and the former WBA as well title. Massive night for her. Just got Corey O'Regan fighting for the Commonwealth this weekend.
Against Jack Rafferty.
Yeah. He's stepping up on kind of short notice, jumping up a weight, but he's never done before. And no intention of doing that weight, but you know, when the opportunity comes knocking. We've got Sylvia as well in the gym. Just got a big rematch. Just lost close on an area title. I thought she won it, but you know, she's fighting. They've got the rematch coming up early May, and yeah, I believe she'll win that. But yeah, the gym's flying overall. The thing it's weird because we don't all train at the same time. We all I train in the morning. Corey will train late afternoon, and then Sylvia and Yaz will train together on an evening normally. Yeah. But even though we don't train together, we still see each other in passing, and we're still very supportive of each other, and it's just like a great vibe whenever we're in the gym. Yeah, and it's good for me as well because I've got my professional trainer's license.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of Corey's corners,
Senior.
Sylvia's corners, Yasmina's corners, and even like helping a few lads that I know just helping in the corner. But yes, it was great to be in Yaz's corner, and obviously our win Sylvia's going to be again, and then Corey's this weekend as well.
Well, I was going to drop that one in. Jasmine obviously beat someone I know very, very well, Chloe Watson, for the European title. Don't think it was particularly Chloe's best night, but Jasmine won the fight fair and square. And that moment at the end when she's on your shoulders, mate, it's a nice feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Would you not say it was Chloe's best night? I think she did a very good.
I think she did very well, but I've seen her box better.
Okay. I think it wasn't a good night. I think Chloe had a very good night. I think Yaz just did better.
In my personal opinion, it was a very, very close fight. Could have gone either way. I agree.
Who do you think won that?
Who do I think won the fight? I think Jasmine won the fight.
Did you?
Yes.
I want to wind you up.
No, I do. I think Jasmine won the fight, and that's hard for me to say because I know Chloe
very
well.
Yeah.
But it's boxing. Yeah. At the end of the day.
Yeah, we're a great fight, you know. Chloe's been coming to our gym for years, sparring Yaz. We've gone to their gym, so yeah, they both get along well. They've got along really well. I'm sure they still get along now. But yeah,
I'd actually like to see that again.
I
don't think we'll see it, but I'd actually like to see it again.
It was a good fight, yeah. Potentially, if Chloe was a few comebacks fight. Yaz has passed that now. Past that level, pushing on. You don't want to look back. But no, again, in that weight division, there's not many girls at that weight in Britain and in the world either, to be honest. So potentially could be another fight. Could be another great fight.
Could be.
Yes.
Now listen, go back to yourself. Obviously, you sell out Oakwell out. It's going to be an absolute honour for you to go in front of all the people that love you and see you around the place. And you're a very proud Barnsley man. You love the people here, and they love you. What's it going to be like as a boxer to be able to sort of fulfil that dream? I know you've sort of done it, but it's going to be the full stadium this time. Yeah,
I feel like the first time was special, and I feel like I always think like, how can we beat that? And then they've landed this one, double the capacity, or more than double the capacity for a European title as well. So my first fight there for a British Commonwealth, and now to go back for a European, less than, I think it's like 10 months later. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive, and I can't wait for it. And again, everyone asked me about the nerves and the pressure and stuff. There was none of that, mate. There was none of that. And
no, you love it.
When I walked out there, so I was talking to Dave Caldwell, and he was telling me about Tony Bellew when he fought at Goodison Park. They didn't think he'd have nerves or anything like that. But then when you hear the noise from the changing room, and when they come out, if he ended up getting dropped in first round, which kind of woke him up a bit. But for me, I was like, oh, that could have happened to me. You don't know until you know.
No.
But I remember doing the ring walk and just thinking, looking around and thinking, yeah, this is it. This is where I'm meant to be. I'm made for this. And it was again.
Well, I can't wait for it, mate. And you know, we've known each other quite a while, and seen you from all the way down through the smalls, all the way up to the big stage.
Yeah.
No one has earned it more than you have, mate. And you know, it's so nice to see you getting the opportunities. You're earning and you're taking those opportunities with your promoter. And you know, I think you're probably 1.5 fights away from a world title, which is the goal, I'm guessing.
No, thank you for that. Firstly, like I say, you've seen me on for the small show, and I appreciate that. It's just been a lot. I say it's been a lot of hard work. I feel like I've come the hard way. A lot of people that signed with Boxer, a lot of them are former Olympians or massive amateur background or big social media following. I've just kind of had to kick the door down, really. You know, try and
Kev has,
rack up. Yeah, Kevin as well. Everyone has. Kevin, myself. You know, I've got a good team. We've worked hard to get where we are, and we're not going to be going nowhere. So I feel like I'm an advocate for them that haven't had a massive amateur background, that haven't had a big GB Olympic background, because for me, like, I'd probably say out of Boxer stable, I'm probably like top 3. I feel like a kind of repping for Sky, repping for Boxer really. But top 5, I'd say. But yeah, I think you mentioned something else. I forgot.
Nah,
you mentioned something else.
Well, listen, we always talked about sponsors when you're in the small halls because it was so important.
Yeah.
Hasn't changed. It's exactly the same. You got a few on there. Give them a shout out, mate, because they've been there from day one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Again, so I've got 2 of my new sponsors that have come on board the past 12 months. The investment rooms, Lee Jones and Dean Cook from Bat for Bolts, and I've got and obviously Estebulo as well. Zach, it was his sponsorship that literally made me be able to leave work.
Yeah.
Everything that I told him that I wanted, that we're looking for 10 different sponsors to equal this amount, and he just gave me it all in one.
It made the difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That helped. That was a sponsor that got me in a position to be able to leave work. And I've got Elroy, Ace Fencing and Sheds down here that again been there since day one. And then Kerr Interiors, Vinny at Kerr Interiors again, been there since day one. So yeah, massive thank you to them.
And lastly, we've heard that ticket sales have gone incredibly well. The Barnsley are going to come out and support their man. Your chance, give them a big shout out.
Yeah, again, big thank you to everyone. That's why the show's called One of Our Own, because I told Boxers since day one that they're going to back me, they're going to get behind me, and I think I was told earlier this afternoon we'd already done over a third of the tickets, which the pre-sale today was only for Barnsley season ticket holders as well.
Yeah.
So I think we've done over, it must be about 6,000 so far now.
Wow.
Out of 15,000, which is...
And that's just the season ticket holders.
Yeah, that's season ticket holders, yeah. To be fair, 3,000 of those are me personally. My physical tickets, swear to God, yeah. Just from people messaging me on socials, which I'm selling tickets out for them. So yeah, but with over a third of the show sold. The Barnsley Hospitality, that sold out a few days ago. Ringside sold out. I'm messaging Boxing now trying to get more tickets. Trying to get more tickets for people.
Madness.
There's the people messaging me like, oh, do you sort them 3 ringsides out for us? And I'm like, oh, did I? So yeah, there's a few tickets I need to try and sort out still.
Well, listen, it's going to be an unbelievable summer night in Barnsley at Oakwell. I cannot wait for this fight because I really personally truly believe this is when we're going to see the real Callum Simpson, exactly what you've got in the locker. And I think you're going to need it because he's a tough guy. Exactly. But you know, I'm really looking forward to this fight, and God bless. Hope it goes well, my friends, and we will see where it goes from there.
Just a quick one.
Yes.
When you say you're going to see the real me or what it is you said, I feel like I know what you mean. However, I will show on fight night what I need to show. I feel like if I were to fighting Zuko, I'm going to show what I need to show.
It's a different fight.
Yeah, whereas me fighting someone else, I'll show other skills. However,
exactly.
I know what you're saying. However, in this fight against Zuko, I'm going to show exactly what I need to show and do exactly what I need to do. And you don't have to do everything in one fight. Like all my skills aren't going to be used in this fight. However, if they need to be, it's like an electrician taking his tool. But he's not going to use a drill every time. Not going to use a hammer. He's got it in his toolbox in case he needs it.
What I mean is, it's your first undefeated fighter. I know what you mean. He's an elite level.
Yep.
And we're going to actually see your elite level.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. And I know that it's in there. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Thank you very much, John.
Give me a right telling off today.
No, I just want to make sure everything comes across our.
All positive, my friend. You know that.
Mate, always, and I appreciate you coming. Like I say, coming over from Manchester to Barnsley. We've enjoyed it. They've looked after us in here.
They have.
So thank you very much as always. It's good to always see, always see you at small hall shows for years. Giving the lesser known fighters plenty of coverage as you always do. So it's great to see you, mate. So we all appreciate that. Thank you.
That was you once, mate.
That's it, exactly.
And this is a testament to where people can get with the hard work and the dedication.
Exactly.
That's the important bit.
That's it.
Thank
you, man.
Enough love in the room.
Respect.
Callum, I hope it goes the way you want it.
Thank you,
and no one deserves it more, mate.
Thank you. Appreciate it.